So here it is. We're beginning the assembly process on our Greentop series. This is part 3, and in this episode we are going to be fitting our cleaned valve, sonic cleaned head, as well as some 95-pound seat pressure valve springs. We're going to be leaving the cams and the caps off for now, obviously, because we still have to torque the head to the block. We've delayed the block. We're going to get that done next week. It has been honed. Everything's pretty much ready to go now, bar a couple of minor things. We're just waiting on an FG girdle and pickup, and that's about it, because this will be going into an FG. This engine is actually going to be sold and built for a customer, but don't worry, you're still going to see all the good parts of it, like once it's done, and we're going to be doing some of the fitment on that car as well. But all is not lost. We will be coming back with a bigger and better build following this, so stay tuned. It shouldn't be too long before I do something again for myself. For now, we've just got the NA motor in there, and yeah, we'll run that on ethanol until we can't anymore. Probably do some in-car valve springs and just leave it at that. It's already got the billet oil pump gears and timing chain there, so our only limiting factor really is just high compression, stock ring gap, and yeah, the thinner piston skirts and weaker rods. But anyway, aside from that, let's get into it. First of all, we're just going to get rid of all of the water dispersant with some brake cleaner and some compressed air, and then we're going to flip it over, fit our valves, and test for sealing cylinder by cylinder with some compressed air once again. Let's do it. So we've got all of our hydraulic lifters here, or hydraulic lash adjusters as they're called, and yeah, we're just going to get rid of the water dispersant, give them a spray with air and a bit of brake cleaner, and then soak them in some oil. I'm putting them in a full synthetic 15W40. The engine will need to be broken in because it's got new bearings and rings. So yeah, this is just slightly thicker than we need, and that'll keep some of the oil on there for its first start. So the next thing we're going to do is clean off our valves, and then we're just going to put them back into their original locations and check sealing after we get the valve springs in. And then that's pretty much it. We'll just give it a pre-oil and make sure everything's ready to go and see some boost. So we're going to do our intake valves first. We'll lay them out. We're just going to give them a brake clean and then slot them into their positions. And there's a Barra head with its valves in there. So now it's time to fit our valve springs. We're just going to leave the assembly dry for now, and then we're going to add some oil after we've leak tested our valves. Now for the last part, we're just going to put our lash adjusters in there and leave it at that. After we wrap it, we'll tuck it away and then it'll be ready to be assembled. Alright, so the head is complete now. We're just going to give a quick clean around the rocker surface and yeah, then we're going to wrap it up, ready for the full assembly in the next episode. We'll put the bottom end together and then put the head on, and then we'll do a sort of final video of fitment and covers and all that. But yes, it's complete. Thanks for watching. Yo. Oh. That's tragic.